Hey, what's up guys? MKBHD here, and today we're going to be taking a look at two of the highest end phones available right now, the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 and the Samsung Galaxy S3. The Note 2 has been likened to sort of a stretched out or even a supercharged Galaxy S3, but there are a few similarities between the two phones and a few differences between the phones, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at them. The biggest difference between these two phones is the Galaxy S3 is a 4.8-inch display, and the Galaxy Note 2 is a 5.5-inch display. That right there, that form factor difference, is the biggest difference between these two phones. But there are a few small hardware differences between the two. First of all, the sensors and the front-facing camera and the notification light on the front of the Note are in a slightly different placement than on the S3, but that doesn't really affect anything. But if you check out the back here, they both have a very clean look, of course, and they have the exact same camera and camera placement. So they take the same quality 8-megapixel photos and 1080p videos, but the speaker on the Note is much better. It's in a different placement down at the bottom, and it's a much bigger, louder, clearer speaker than the speaker on the Galaxy S3, so that's great for media consumption. And of course the Note has more room inside, so that makes for a massive 3,100 milliamp hour battery, which is much bigger than the 2,100 milliampere in the Galaxy S3. And this is one of the biggest buying points of the Note, like I mentioned in the review, which is linked right down below the like button on this video. So basically, if you want a phone that can last you an entire weekend road trip or something, if you forget your charger, the Note will last you. It's got to be the Note. Both of these phones are still pretty thin, though, in their own respects. They have similar form factors. The Galaxy S3 feels a little bit more curved, though, because of the way the back fits on the front. But if you like that look of the Note, you might go with the square look instead, but they both are also pretty pocketable. So obviously the Note is a little bit more noticeable in your pocket, but there are no problems here with portability. The hardware inside these phones is insane. The United States versions of the Galaxy S3 rocks a dual-core processor, the Snapdragon S4, and the Note 2 is rocking a quad-core processor, and they both have 2 gigs of RAM and LTE in the United States. So no performance issues with any of these. Apps run smooth, games run smooth, browsing runs quickly, everything's snappy. The biggest software difference is that the Note 2 has Jelly Bean out of the box, while the Galaxy S3 is still waiting for that update. Right now it has Ice Cream Sandwich for now. And another way these devices differ, besides their physical size, is the unique S Pen stylus for the Galaxy Note. This stylus is unique in a couple of ways. It integrates with TouchWiz to provide some added features. It's just as responsive as your fingers on the screen, and you can even use it to take some handwriting notes with handwriting recognition. So it's all around really quite useful, whether you decide to take advantage of it or not. But all of this stuff, the stylus stuff, definitely establishes the Note 2 as a two-handed device. And that brings us right back to the size again, because this all hinges on the difference in these displays. The Galaxy S3, like we mentioned earlier, is a 4.8-inch display, 1280 by 720 resolution, and Super AMOLED panel rocking a pentile subpixel matrix, which is it's bigger than average. It's a pretty large for a smartphone, and I happen to be able to reach all 4 corners with one hand while using it, but not everyone can. But the point is, the Galaxy Note 2 is rocking a 5.5-inch monster display of that same 720p resolution and that Super AMOLED technology, but it's not pentile, which means things look just as sharp despite the slightly lower pixel density. All that bigger screen just gives you more room to play. With the Galaxy S3 and other smaller devices, you'll notice that while you're gaming, you have your thumbs on the screen, and while you're at the controls, your thumbs will take up a good portion of the display, and you can only really concentrate on the portion right in between your thumbs. Right in the center between your thumbs is where the game is. On that Boss display on the Galaxy Note, you don't have to worry about missing any of the content you can see. It's almost all viewable. It's all there, even with your thumbs there on the screen on the outside. So here's a little size difference to scale it all out. Galaxy S3, Galaxy Note, Galaxy S3, Note, S3, Note, S3, Note, S3, Note. Yeah, you get the idea. So there you go, guys. There's obviously a lot to like about both of these devices, but honestly, I want to know which one would you pick if you had the choice between the two. Now, I've had the Galaxy S3 for a while, and I actually moved to the Galaxy Note 2 for my testing and for my review, and I felt that the Galaxy S3 was a great size, but then I came back from the huge Note, and the Galaxy S3 actually seemed small, which is interesting. So I'm still trying to get used to the concept of thinking a 4.8-inch display on a phone is small, but anyway, I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. What do you guys think of the 5.5-inch Galaxy Note 2 versus the 4.8-inch Galaxy S3 in the United States. What do you guys, what would you pick? What would you decide? Either way, if you enjoyed this comparison video, feel free to +1 or give it a thumbs up on YouTube. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe by clicking that subscribe button above on YouTube, and you'll be able to see all the more videos that I put out in the next upcoming weeks. But either way, thanks for watching this one, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.